reviewed every casino in Las Vegas so you know where to play and where not to stay. Today we're at the Horseshoe. Let's get to it. I provide my review on 4 key areas: location, vibe, action, and service, and then my overall score at the end. I also place 3 bets at every casino: a $100 hand of blackjack, a $100 roulette spin, and a $100 slot pull. So stick around and see if I win or lose. Hey everybody, Ross is Boss here. Like and follow for all things Las Vegas. The Horseshoe officially opened its doors under its current name in March of 2023. Many of you probably remember it as Ballys, which it operated as for the previous 37 years in the same location. But to understand the history of the Horseshoe, you have to go back to the mid-1960s, where the Bonanza Hotel Casino stood between the Three Coins and Galaxy Motels. Riddled with problems, the Western-themed casino only stayed in business for 3 months and closed in 1968, where it was bought by the legendary Los Angeles entertainment mogul Kirk Kerkorian. Kerkorian sold the rights to a group of investors who reopened the property in 1969, but was short-lived as Kerkorian foreclosed on them and regained control of the property. A rising star in the Los Angeles entertainment industry, Kerkorian had just bought 40% of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, and part of his new direction for the company was to diversify its portfolio into entertainment channels like hotel casinos. He decided to purchase adjacent land and build a resort complex named after the 1932 MGM movie The Grand Hotel, and the MGM Grand was born. Not to be confused with the current MGM Grand that exists on the Las Vegas Strip today, costing $106 million to build, about $850 million in today's dollars. It was one of the biggest hotels in the world and one of the most successful casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. Tragically, a restaurant fire at the property engulfed the hotel in 1980 and killed 86 people staying at the resort, going down as one of the worst fires in American history. The property was forced to close and undergo renovations and fire safety improvements that became mainstream for all new construction. The property eventually reopened, but in 1985, Bally Manufacturing announced plans to buy the property and rebrand it to Bally's, where it stood up until a couple years ago. The rebrand to the Horseshoe took place beginning in 2022, but was first pitched in 2004 when Harrah's Entertainment bought the Bally's property. The name The Horseshoe is a nod to Binion's Horseshoe, the hotel casino of famous gambler Benny Binion, whose downtown casino was the original home of the World Series of Poker and also purchased by Harrah's around the same time. The transformation into the Horseshoe Las Vegas marked another chapter in the property's storied legacy, aiming to revitalize the classic charm of Las Vegas with modern touches. The rebranding was designed to evoke the rich history of Benny Binion's original Horseshoe, which was known for its high-stakes gambling and pioneering role in the poker world. Now, let's get into the review, starting with location. The Horseshoe is a prime Central Strip location, situated across the street from Caesar's Palace and the Bellagio Fountains. The Horseshoe shares a physical connection to its sister property, Paris, and is an escalator ride away from other Caesars properties like the Cromwell. With many casino options a stone's throw away, the Horseshoe is also the centerpiece of the Grand Bazaar shops, which opened in 2015, creating a bustling retail center, which was once a vacant lot with an escalator as the main attraction. The only drawback to this location is how far back the property is situated from Las Vegas Boulevard, but is somewhat overcome with escalators and awnings to draw you in. I give this location an 8.7. Let's talk vibe. As part of the conversion to the Horseshoe, the property rolled out new carpets and lighting, made updates to the casino floor, and increased the size of the poker room. But it wasn't a transformational change, as it stayed open during the entire renovation. Many of you familiar with the property will hear the echoes of Bally's in these walls. The vibe here is a bit inconsistent. For example, in one breath, they have this elegant lounge bar off the casino floor and these sparkling chandeliers, and then they have the high-limit slot room, which feels like a truck stop slot parlor. But to be fair, this property is an homage to Binion's Horseshoe, which was known for its emphasis on gambling and not on big performance acts, but also wove elements of glitz and glamour through the casino. In fact, Binion's was the first downtown casino to install carpeting in lieu of sawdust floors. Talk about high end. The vibe of the Horseshoe is kind of like your disheveled uncle who lives in his mom's basement but shows up to Thanksgiving with a dress shirt on, and you can't tell if he looks hip or trashy. I give the vibe a 6.9. Moving on to action. We can't talk action at the Horseshoe without mentioning poker. As the new home to the World Series of Poker, this room is a favorite to locals and tourists because of its array of games, daily poker tournaments, and bad beat jackpots. The casino floor itself is fairly simple, with this single alley, straight shot of table games with slots and video machines flanked on either side. The original Binion's Horseshoe was known for its high limits, which you don't really see here. There is a high limit room, but the limits are on the lower side of the strip, including $50 a hand for blackjack, which is positive for players. You'll find both 6 to 5 blackjack and 3 to 2, double zero roulette with some triple zero sprinkled in. You've got some penny slots if you're just looking to stretch your dollar over some free cocktails. This isn't the best on the strip, but certainly not the worst, and it leans towards player value, so I'll give the action a 7.3. We've got my live bets coming up next, but first, let's talk service. The service at the Horseshoe is solid, especially in the poker room. While many casinos have cut back on staff and increased wait times for beverages in poker rooms, the Horseshoe keeps those drinks coming with a smile. The casino floor is on the smaller side, so you're never going to be too far from a cocktail waitress. The dealers and pit bosses are friendly and happy to have your play. I give the service a 7.7. All right, we're at the Horseshoe. We're going to put a $100 hand of blackjack down. Let's see how we do. All right, we've got a 10. That's a good start. We've got a 20. All right, even better start against the dealer 5. Should we bet the easy bust? It's a sucker's bet, but we're here to gamble, so I'll throw down the extra $100. If you bust, we win 200. And here we go. Dealer has 15 and 23. Bust. All right, we just played a $100 hand of blackjack. I got dealt a 20 against a dealer 5. I was feeling a little saucy, so I threw down an extra $100 on the easy bust, and we won $200. We just made it audible. We're going to do a $125 spin. That's $25 in noms. 5 spin. Here we go. We got 3 to a flush or 4 to a straight. We'll go with the straight. 8, 9, 10, jack. Nothing. We didn't make our straight, but boy are we having fun. We're going to do a $100 roulette spin. You know what we do?
Always bet on black.
All right, we just came back from the roulette wheel. We put $100 down on black. It came up black, 33 black, $200. Stay boss. So I'm leaving the Horseshoe up $175, and overall I give the Horseshoe a 7.1. While it lacks glitz and glamour, its location is excellent and it offers a decent gambling environment for beginner level and veteran players. If you've made it this far, give me a like and follow. I love you guys, and stay boss.